So, so another topic that I think I hear you both bringing up now is marijuana use. And for you, Ramona, it sounds like you're wanting ideas about marijuana use to get you the stress relief and understanding of using marijuana, so that you don't feel judged in your use of it. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for you, Purdy, around marijuana use, it sounds like you're looking for ideas that might get you responsibility and respect. And
she looks like she's wasting away. Like, people think she's my sister. Like, that's not a good sign when you have a child that you gave birth to, or at least participated in the birth of, and like they think that's your like sibling. Like, I think if she got off the drugs for a little while, I think she'd come back to her senses. I think she'd start to like look healthy again. Cause like, you don't look healthy. You don't.
So it sounds like you're feeling disappointed by her use of marijuana and worried about her health and looking desperately for some solution around that. Is that right?
Yes.
So would marijuana use be something to add to the list of topics to make a plan about what's been happening?
I don't think it's actually use. I think it's abuse.
Okay, well, that's what you think. I think it's use.
So what about if we just listed marijuana as a topic to make a
that's-
plan about?
that's
Would that
fine.
feel satisfactory to capture what you're having a conflict around?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I disagree, but it's a place to start.
Okay.
Well, that's the whole point. We disagree, but yes, that's it. Marijuana, or you can just say, herb. Because I know that's what my dad really wants.
See? That's the disrespect I'm talking about. And it comes across as like, ha ha he, but I got to pay the bills. Like, I'm the one paying the cost for your laughs. Like, maybe you should go into comedy. Maybe music's not your thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you should be a
that is
comedian.
it. Well, we can put that up there when we are brainstorming, and I'm going to say you should try some marijuana. And then we'll both be living each other's
This is not
dreams.
funny anymore. I don't even think I should continue to be a part of this conversation if you're going to act like this.
Yeah, just sit down. We're getting there. Just chill out.
So it sounds like, Pretty, that you're looking for some immediate solutions and that you're feeling some distrust in this process, that this is going to get you what you're looking for today. And feeling very, very strongly about the marijuana abuse or use by Ramona, and really wanting some concrete solutions to have some feeling of confidence and certainty that something will change. Is that right?
Yeah, I think when she stops using marijuana, like, everything's going to change.
Yeah. I'm feeling desperately concerned about her health and what others in the neighborhood or community have noticed about her health. Yeah.
So, is marijuana a topic with me?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, y'all gonna help me marijuana.
You should know how to spell it. You use it all the time. Spell marijuana for her.
MARIJUANA.
She can't.
That's how you spell it.
I know. I believe you. I trust that.
So would this list on the wall here capture the things that you've been having a conflict about? And if you were to find a resolution around finances, housework, and marijuana, would the dispute that brought you here today be resolved?
Yeah.
It would be a beginning. These are the things that we argue the most about. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are there additional things, Purdy, that you would like to share about or talk about that wouldn't be captured in those topics?
No, I think that's it for me.
What about for you?
That's good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we're now moving into the solutions phase. While the early part of mediation may have been focused on the past, now that you have used the past to discuss to have a discussion and define a list of topics, the rest of the mediation will be focused on the future. We'll focus on one topic at a time. We'll start by asking you to say any possible solutions you can think of, and then all ideas will be written down. Later, you'll pick the ones that you agree to and make any needed adjustments. Once you've decided on the ideas you want, you'll work out the details about what will be needed to make those ideas work. And then throughout this brainstorming process, you can truly choose to be as creative as you like.
I think your drug dealer's calling you.
Oh my God.
So you know to call this time?
I'm just not even going.
So on the wall here, you have your list of topics, and I'm wondering if there's one of those topics that you want to begin with as a priority for you.
Money.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So we'll start with the topic of finances. And so what are some things that you could do to resolve finances? You want to write finances up?
Just be paid.
So Ramona pays Purdy. Do you
And
mind
do you
if we
mind-
just
yeah,
write
if I
R
use
and E?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
R pays Purdy. What else? Around finances.
That's it. I just want to be paid.
Maybe ideas about,
I mean, I want to pay him. I'm just not gonna have the 2 months that I owe until the 15th, because that's when my next check comes.
so Ramona pays Purdy in 2 months or on the 15th?
On the 15th, I can pay what I owe.
700.
Yeah, I can pay you the 700 that I owed you on the 15th.
On the 15th. Okay, 15.
$700.
Yes.
What other ideas do you have around finances?
I mean, I just want a little more like understanding. Like, I'm gonna pay you back, and I'm really hoping that, you know, I get this steady gig, and I know with Jazz Fest coming up, I'm hoping to do good. But I guess just if I fall behind again, I just want you to be more like, don't threaten to sue.
Plan ahead. Just plan ahead.
Purdy
Purdy
doesn't threaten to sue.
I want you to plan ahead.
Okay.
You know you're gonna want somewhere to live in 3 months.
I know, and I'm trying.
Plan
I'm just saying,
ahead. I'm
can you not
gonna
sue
ask you
me?
for $200. $200 is the only thing I'm asking you for. That's nothing. You get $1,500 and you can't give me $200 a month? That doesn't make sense. That ain't fair.
Well, no, it's $200 for rent, and then it's like $100 for the phone, and then it's
$150.
$150.
That's your phone though. You can have a cheaper phone. You got the most expensive phone.
$100 for the bill. I'm just saying, it's like more like $500. It adds up to with all the bills.
Okay, that's life. You gotta pay bills. You want a phone, you gotta pay for
It's
it.
fine. I'm not arguing that I do or don't. I know that I do. I'm just saying, can you not sue me if I fall behind it for a month?
I cannot agree to that.
Okay, well, that is something that I would like.
Well, folks in here will like ice water, but they can't get it.
You are so frustrating sometimes.
Do you have other ideas?
So I think I heard you say that, Ramona, that you would pay $200 a month in rent?
Ramona pays Purdy $200 a month.
For rent and $150 for the phone.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I just fell behind a little bit.
So it sounds like you're looking for some understanding, Ramona, about your finances and, feeling some shame around falling behind, but desiring to not fall behind. And looking for some patience and understanding, or some flexibility around the timing. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And just, I don't want him to be asking me every week where my money goes. Like, you know, like I'll pay you and then just back up off me. You don't need to be just all up in my business all the time.
The bill people just cut it off, or they come get the car. They just cut it off, or they put you out the house. Like, you're not acknowledging how far I'm extending myself for your comfort.
So Ramona, it sounds like you're looking for some space, and Purdy, it sounds like you're looking for some understanding about the burden that you feel by having to carry this. What Purdy could get you the accountability that you're looking for and respect that you're looking for around finances?
Just a commitment that I'm going to be paid on time, the exact amount that I'm owed.
So Ramona pays on time, the exact amount.
And I don't want to have to hassle her for it. I just want to just know it's going to be there. Just sit it on my desk. You don't even got to put it in my hand. Just sit it on my desk. You know, you owe me $200 a month. You can give me $50 a week. Like, I just want to know by the end of the month that I have what I need to pay the bill.
Well, that would be actually good for me because, you know, just to do a little bit as I go, it's better than all at once. So I like that idea.
Fine. Perfect.
So Ramona pays $50 a week, and Ramona puts the money on the desk. That's an idea that I think I heard you say. And Ramona, earlier I think I heard you say that you were looking for some understanding around how you spend your money. The disability check or the money you get from gigs, that, you know, looking for some understanding around that. What could get you the understanding that you're looking for around finances?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just saying that if I do fall behind, that, like, can I just have, like, you know, like, okay, it took me 2 months. Like, I fell behind for 2 months. I'm paying you next month. Like, is there a way where you can actually, I know you're saying that the bill companies don't allow that, but, like, you're not a bill company. You're my dad, and I've been sick. And I'm just wondering, can you just give me 2 months leeway every now and again? I don't want it to be that way, but, like, if it happens, like, in the summertime, it's slow. It's just, like, it's a little harder sometimes. So in the event that I don't make as much money as I need, and it's like a heavy month with other expenses, just as I'm getting on my feet, can there be some kind of leeway if I need it? Like, I don't know what that is. I know you want to just, like, have it every time, and I want to give it to you every time, and I'm thinking this 50 hours a week is going to be good, but, like, what if I need another repair? Like, what if a health thing comes up? Like, life happens sometimes, and I just feel like there's no like flexibility. There's no understanding for, like, other things happening. Like, can we just have some kind of agreement that, like, if I can't get it to you, can I have a month or two? Can we just, or I don't know, should I just borrow the money for the amp from you and just owe that? Like, do I need to write it down? Do we have, like, a IOU? Like, I just don't want to feel like you're going to go and sue me, you know, anytime something important comes up and I can't necessarily get you things on time.
Just plan ahead. Like, assume you know that the summer is slow. So that means August, September, October, November, December, all the way back to the summer. You need to be putting more money aside to account for when it's going to be slow. Like, it's not a surprise that it's going to be slow.
Well, it is right now for me because I'm not used to it yet. So I'm still figuring it out.
So Wendy, a couple things I think I heard as ideas, and feel free to correct me, but I think I heard that Purdy would give 2 weeks of leeway with payment. Did that get up there?
2 weeks, and a Purdy gives time for Ramona to pay bills when work is slow and repairs are needed.
Yeah, there was a 2 weeks of leeway of payment as an idea.
I mean, I was saying, can you give me, like, a month sometimes?
Okay, so those are two separate ideas. 2 weeks and 1 month are two separate ideas to put up there. So Purdy gives Ramona 2 weeks of leeway with payment, and then a separate one of Purdy gives Ramona a month of leeway of payment.
Look at this. Look at all this. This could have been solved if you had just paid me on time. We didn't even have to go through all this.
Okay, well, we're trying to figure it out. Not everything is always what you want it to be.
And I think I also heard that Purdy understands life emergencies.
Is that
What's
captured
that about?
pretty good time to be paid when work is slow and repairs are needed?
It's about understanding life emergencies,
very
I
good.
think. Is that correct?
I mean, yeah, just stuff comes up sometimes.
Can you read that back?
Yeah, just that Purdy understands life emergencies that come up. Another idea was that Purdy and Ramona use IOUs.
Uses IOUs.
Yeah, both of them, PNR. And that Ramona plans ahead when work is slow. Okay. And Purdy, earlier I think sounded like you were feeling curious about how Ramona uses her money. And I was wondering what ideas you might have that can help with that feeling of curiosity or concern around finances and how Ramona spends her money that I think I heard you express earlier.
I just don't know what she does with it. I just don't know what she does with it. $1,500 a month? Like, I feel like that's easy enough to just pay me. So, and especially being that I'm responsible for the check that she gets, like, I'm the one I'm her, like, beneficiary. I'm the one, like, what I should really be doing is, okay, you need $100 this week to buy groceries. Like, I should be, like, issuing out how she do that, but I'm like, okay, cool, like, you're 40 years old, like, you can do it yourself. So that's why I just turned it all over to her, and now I don't know where it goes.
So it sounds like one idea is for you to give her specific money for specific expenses. Is that what I heard you just say?
Right, because the administration sees that she is incapable in some way. So I'm like her responsible adult, and I'm supposed to be assured that the money is spent in a way that benefits her.
So Purdy manages Ramona's money use, or?
I'm supposed to I'm the manager of her money.
And that's what's currently happening. And it sounded like I just heard you say an idea that you would allocate specific money for specific.
Yeah,
things.
if I'm not going to be being paid, then I'm like, okay, cool. Like, well, maybe I should just take my money first and then give her money what she needs.
So let me make sure that this is capturing what you're saying. So Purdy manages Ramona's money use and allocates bill payments, and you'll make the decisions about.
Yeah, I'm supposed to. Yeah.
Which bills get paid in. Okay.
Yeah.
And then also that you would so Purdy then releases remaining money to Ramona.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that once she paid her
So
bills.
releases remaining monies after bills are paid. Would that capture?
Yeah, pay bills first, and then the rest she can do whatever she want to do with it.
Ramona, what ideas do you have? Since like Purdy has a number of ideas around the disability check that comes in, what ideas do you have that you could do around the disability check or finances?
I mean, just because he's legally responsible doesn't mean that he can like allocate my money and all that. I don't like that. I'm not trying to do that. I said, just give me a little time. I'm gonna pay you on the 15th. And I'm asking you for some more like understanding, not to sue me, and that's it. That's all I have. That's all I need.
What other ideas do you have around finances that could get you the responsibility and independence and flexibility that you're looking for, Ramona, and Purdy, the respect and accountability and immediacy that you're looking for?
There's some ideas around plans, specific plans that you had. You mentioned having concrete plans, something about that being important for you.
Yeah, like if I'm paid and the money's put on my desk, I feel like that's clear enough for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's clear and that's concrete.
And you also mentioned timeliness quite a bit. Is there anything, any other ideas around getting you paid in that timely fashion that we can add?
Well, the one thing I thought about was like, instead of paying the 200 at once, just to pay me in increments, in smaller increments.
So does this capture that Ramona pays $50 a week, or would you just like
Yeah,
add another?
I mean, if she could do that, that works for me.
Okay. Okay. Any other ideas?
So it looks like you all have several ideas listed here, and if new ideas emerge, then we'll continue to list those. So if, as we continue in the step 4, if new ideas emerge, we'll put them up there. At this point, Wendy will read the list aloud of all the ideas that you have here, and we'll see if we can come up with some quick agreements. And so she'll read through them all together, and then you all can look at the list, and she will circle the ones that you can easily agree to.
Right. Not with this one. Let's move it. Okay, so Ramona pays Purdy $200 a month for rent and $150 for a phone bill. Ramona pays $700 on the 15th of the month. Ramona gets Jazz Fest gig to assist with catching up on rent. Purdy doesn't threaten to sue Ramona if she falls behind.
That one I don't agree to.
Okay. Ramona plans ahead for slow months. Purdy doesn't ask Ramona about money use.
I don't agree to that one either.
Okay. Ramona pays $50 a week towards bills. Ramona pays Purdy exact amount of rent on time. Ramona puts exact amount of money on Purdy's desk. Purdy gives time for Ramona to pay bills when work is slow and repairs are needed. Purdy and Ramona makes agreements for how to repay bills when she falls behind. Purdy gives Ramona 2 weeks for repayment. Purdy gives Ramona 1 month for repayment. Purdy understands life emergencies that come up. Ramona and Purdy uses IOUs. Purdy manages Ramona's money and allocates bills. Purdy releases remaining check balance to Ramona after bills are paid. Purdy does not control Ramona's money use. Purdy is more understanding.
So what ideas on this list are ones that you can both agree to?
I think for me it might be easier to pick out the ones I don't agree to. Would that be helpful?
Yeah, so sometimes there's things on here that may need just some adjustment or tweaking. So right now we're wondering if there are some that are listed here that you can both agree to. And then we'll go back and modify any ones that need adjusting or tweaking for you to agree to, and get specifics for the follow through that it sounded like you were looking for earlier.
So if there's something just right off that you can automatically agree to, we'd like you to go on and identify those, and I'll circle them and basically highlight them.
Yeah. Pays Purdy $200 a month for rent, and the first one.
Okay. For rent and $150 for the phone bill, Ramona? You agree?
Yeah, I mean, I have been agreeing to that.
Okay. What else?
I like the one with the $50 a week. towards
Ramona
the
pays
bills.
$50 a week towards bills?
That works.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Okay. What other?
back pay of the $700 that I'm owed. The
Ramona
second
pays
one.
Purdy, okay.
Oh, yeah, I can agree to that, by the 15th, of next month. Next month, when I get my check.
March.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pretty, what other ideas up here can get you the respect and accountability and immediacy that you're looking for, and Ramona can give you the independence and flexibility and understanding that you're looking for?
I mean, if he doesn't threaten to sue me, that would make me feel like more independent, more free.
Purdy, do you agree with that?
No, I don't have any recourse other than that to get my money. So, like IOUs don't work. Like this isn't. Yeah, no. But I can agree that I think she should get a job to pay me back, and she said Jazz Fest, so that works.
Okay. Ramona, can we start with that?
Yeah.
What other ideas can you quickly agree to?
Playing ahead for slow months. I like that
Ramona
one.
plans ahead for so much, Ramona.
I mean, I can agree to that. I just don't really know. I don't know. I need help with that. I don't really know how to do it.
Just, so it sounds like you have some concerns about how to move forward with that.
Mm-hmm.
We can just put a dot beside it and
We can come back to it and make some adjustments, yeah.
Pay them out money on time. Right, grab a little $50 a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I said I'm going to. I'm going to do that, but I also want you to be understanding of my, repairs or emergencies that come up.
Can you agree to
And make a
that?
plan for, something other than just suing me.
If the thing when that happens is just I don't know when. Like that's just like, okay, I'll pay you back whenever.
Well, it doesn't have to be whenever. I said, can you just give me like, a month in the event of an emergency? Like just have a little flexibility sometimes.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Okay. So you're agreeing to understanding like emergencies that come up?
Yes.
I added 2 more. Purdy makes a plan for other recourses other than suing, and Purdy has more flexibility.
I mean, I can agree to those.
Pretty, can you agree to? Are those ones that you agree to?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the month is the plan. Like I know I want to definitely go more than that.
Okay. And so you're also agreeing to giving Ramona 1 month for repayment?
Yes.
And Ramona, you agree to that?
Mhm.
Mr. Gleason? Okay.
Any other ideas that you can agree to as they are written up there? So what other ideas, which of these ideas could work with a little adjusting? Are there any that you would agree to if they were modified a little bit? Or modified at all?
Well, we have one that we initially just marked here. You're kind of in agreement with the unsure. Was there something that you'd like to change?
I mean, like I said, I want to plan ahead for slow months. I just need help with like budgeting. you know, like I just don't really know how to do that.
So, Ramona plans ahead for slow months, and gets assistance with budgeting. Would that help?
Mm-hmm.
I think she should ask for help. I'm not help her if she asks for it, but I'm not gonna just, you know.
So add and ask for help to it. Yeah. So Ramona, would that get you the flexibility and understanding that you're looking for, and Purdy, would that get you the payback and follow through that you were looking for? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Ramona.
I mean, I don't know, we'll see.
So is this one that everyone is agreeing to? We can circle? Ramona?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Any others that you can agree to with a little tweaking? We made some adjustments.
I think that's it for me. Oh, well, she could put the money on my desk. I think that should have been.
I mean, honestly, that you can just cross that out. Party manages our money and allocates bill, like that's not happening.
Okay. So I'll just put a dot here like we did for this one, and we can go through the others, and maybe something we'll have some other ideas about it later.
Yeah. Purdy, sounded like you were interested in having the money put on your desk. Ramona, can you share what your thoughts are about that idea?
Oh yeah, that's fine, I can do that. You wanna just send an envelope or something?
That's fine, envelope.
Okay. So we have, a pretty gives Ramona 2 weeks for repayment. Is that one included in this one? This one's gonna give her a month for repayment.
Oh, I think we decided that he would be able to give me 1 month for if emergencies come up.
Okay.
So yeah, we don't need the 2 weeks one.
So I think at this stage, Wendy, are we able to get details? And so if new ideas emerge, or if there's more that you all want circled or modified in any kind of way, we can continue to do that. And earlier I heard that we're looking for some follow through, and so the next step of the brainstorming process is to get the details that you all need in terms of the who, what, when, where, and how for each of these. And so we'll go through one by one of the ones that are circled, and if there's additional ones that you want to circle or additional ones you want to add, just let us know. Otherwise, we will get the details that you all need for the follow through of these ideas. And so the first one, Ramona pays Purdy $200 a month for rent and $150 for a phone bill. Is there any details needed for that one?
Yeah.
Ramona.
Yeah, for the second one.
No, that's very specific.
All right. Ramona gets Jazz Fest gig to assist with catching up on rent.
As soon as possible.
So when does Jazz Fest take place?
It's the last weekend of April,
Okay.
first weekend of May.
So last weekend of April. It's Jazz Fest gig the last weekend of April.
I mean, I'm gonna try, I can't guarantee it, but I'm trying.
So we need to add try. Here Ramona tries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm doing everything I can. I'm like emailing people. I'm going to shows. I'm like trying to network, you know?
All right, the next one is Ramona plans ahead for slow months and asks for help from Purdy. Is there anything any details you need to add to that?
I mean, can you help me? Can you help me budget? I don't know, you have your little plans and everything.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it for you. I can help you do it though.
Yeah, I don't want you to do it for me. I want you just to show me what you do.
Yeah, well, I can do that.
Okay. Ramona pays $50 a week towards bills.
Yeah, that's particularly rent.
Okay, so do we change that to rent from bills?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering if maybe we could just do, I mean, there's the 200 for the rent, there's the 150 for the cell phone, and then what do the other bills add up to, 100? So altogether that's 450. Why don't we just divide that by 4 and then I'll just pay you that amount every week so that it all adds up by the end of the month for everything.
Yeah.
A new idea to add?
Okay. Or can we just tweak it here? Ramona pays,
So what's 450 divided by 4? Hold on, let me do it.
112.50.
Okay, so I'm gonna pay 112, 112.50 a month, I mean a week, towards the bills and the rent. And then by the end of the month, it'll all be paid off. And that's the phone and everything.
Yeah.
okay. Ramona pays $112.50 a week towards bills and rent.
That's exactly the right amount.
Okay. Ramona pays her the exact amount of rent on time.
I mean, I think that one covers it, the one we just talked about.
Or do we want to just add on time to that one?
That works. What she did, that's fine.
Ramona puts exact amount of money on Purdy's desk in an envelope.
That's good.
Purdy gives Ramona 1 month to repay rent. 1 month for repayment of rent or bills.
We can just say bills in general.
Ramona, is that okay?
Yeah, for bills and rent. That's fine.
Purdy understands life emergencies that come up.
Yeah.
Ramona, is there anything you would add here? Any detail you need to add?
I don't know, I'm just like, I just wanna make sure they are not gonna sue me. You know, like, I just don't want it to get to that.
Pretty, can you share, it sounds like you're feeling worried about being sued and the stress that might cause, that causes you. Pretty, can you share what your thoughts are about the threatening to bring a lawsuit?
Yeah, my exact thought is there's no other way that I know I'm going to get my money. And I just want my money.
I mean, why can't you just take my word for it? I just am saying, like, I'm showing you here, I'm paying you back, I'm not trying to, like, keep your money, I'm not
I
trying
can't
to...
take words to the bank. That's it. I just can't take words to the bank. That's the only reason.
Okay, so what, I get 1 month and then you're just gonna sue me?
Yeah.
It sounds like being responsible and paying the bills with the money to the banker are things that are important for you, Pretty. What other details do you all need to implement what you have up here?
We have one more that you said you circled earlier, together, you both agreed to, Bertie makes a plan for,
For
I can't even see
recourse?
my hand right,
For recourse other than
other than
suing.
suing.
I don't know anything else to do.
So was that one that you agreed to, Purdy? To make recourse other than suing, Ramona?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
Because I don't know what else I would do. I don't know how else to get the money from my own daughter. The only way I would promise not to sue her is if I was in charge of the check. So if I'm in charge of the check, I promise not to sue you. Deal?
No, I don't want you to be in charge of the check.
All right, well, I have to have the option to sue you. That seems fair.
So these are the ones that are circled are the ones that you all have agreed to here. And earlier, Ramona, you said that you were feeling controlled and burdened around finances. If these ideas were implemented, would you still feel burdened or controlled? These ideas that you have circled here, would you still feel burdened and controlled around finances? I think that's what I heard you say you were feeling.
Well, hold on, because he just said, like, if I don't let him take over my check, he's gonna still sue me. So I guess I don't really feel 100% that he's gonna, like, not do that.
So what would you like to, so earlier you had asked, so we put up there that he would not threaten to sue you. And then these are agreements that you both have to agree to.
But it sounds like you're feeling hesitant to agree with the possibility of being sued.
Yeah, I mean, I like all these things I'm showing him, like, look, I'm gonna pay you rent on time, we have a plan, you know, I'm gonna budget, like, hopefully all that will work, but I guess I'm just looking for, like, the backup, like, what if I don't? Then I just get 1 month, and then you sue me, and that's just it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like that. I just don't like that.
That's tough.
Ramona, are there other ideas you have that can help with any feelings of anxiety that the suit might bring, but that can get pretty the follow through with payment that he's looking for?
I mean, can we just, like, have an agreement? Like, can we just, I mean, I know you said you can't take to the bank or whatever, but, like, I don't know, it just seems like a little crazy that you don't trust me that much. Like, I've never not paid you back, you know, like, I'm paying you back. Like, can we just we can write it down. I'll sign a paper that says, like, or, like, what about this? Okay, wait, I have an idea. If it gets to the point where, you know, it's been 2 months or something and I haven't paid you, then you can, like, take control of my check. But, like, I just want, or maybe a couple more, I don't know, I want some time to, like, be able to get on my own feet before you just are, like, going to the extreme of suing me, like.
Yeah, I could do that.
Like, it just feels so bad for, like, you to be like, I'm gonna sue you. Like, can we just give me a chance? Like, you said you'd give me a month. If I can't get back on track after
I
that
take
month,
control of the check.
then, you know, you can take control of the check.
Yeah.
Until I get back on my feet.
And until I'm paid in full.
Yeah, that's fine, whatever.
It's 1 month.
If she gets.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, we just said 1 month.
1 month, so I have 1 month to repay you. And then,
Then I take over the check until I'm fully paid.
okay, fine.
Okay,
If
so
off
Freddie
track
takes
for more than
control.
1 month and takes control of the check until he's paid. Is that something that you, Ramona, what are your thoughts on that idea?
I mean, I don't love it, but I think it is fair.
Is that something that Wendy can circle as an agreement?
Yeah. But then can we also say something like, once he's paid, then I don't want him to stay in control. Like, it's just kind
That's
of
the
like a
until
last,
paid piece.
right, and then I am back in control once you're paid. I just don't want it to be permanent. It's like a worst case scenario.
Or how do you feel about that idea?
Yeah, that works for me.
So earlier, Purdy, you were saying that you were feeling burdened and responsible for all the finances, and feeling curious about how Ramona was spending your money, and maybe a bit used. And if these ideas were implemented, would you still feel burdened, used, responsible, and curious?
No, I think the ones we've circled and agreed to would satisfy my queries around finances.
And so, these are your solutions around finances. Should we move on to the solution of housework? Are we doing more than one?
No,
Okay, so we'll just.
No?
just one topic. It's good.
Great. So at this point, we'll take the items that you've agreed to here around finances and put them in writing if you like. Would you all like a written or a verbal agreement to these solutions?
Written.
Okay, you would like a written agreement. Okay. So we will write down these solutions that you have here, and
An email to them.
if they don't want to sign it. Great. So I'll write down these agreements. What can you do in the future if these kind of issues come up again around finances, housework, or marijuana that you want to include in your agreement?
Well, it's kind of like a final straw for me. So I won't be going through this process again.
I think we figured it out, didn't we? Like, we have a backup plan for if it doesn't happen.
So are you comfortable with closing out here? Is there more that you want to add?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
It's okay? All right. So on the wall, here are the verbal agreements. You'd like to have them in writing, so we'll get them written up and emailed out to the both of you. Are there any questions about anything, about any of these agreements or anything else from today?
I don't have any questions.
No.
Okay. As a reminder, all our notes that we took today are destroyed and everything said in the space remains confidential. Thank you both for being here today and for engaging in the process. The goal of our mediation is to create a space of mutual understanding, and we hope that this mediation was helpful for you, and we encourage you to use mediation as a tool for any future needs that you might have. We invite you to take a survey and to share your experience of the process with us.
And here's your agreement, so if you both want to sign it, we'll make a copy to make sure you both have a copy of it. And if mediation can help in the future, please let us know. And we invite you to let others in the community know how mediation has helped you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Process.